You guys are awesome. Thanks for that. That does help the numbers. Let me smash the like button there. Everybody do that if you could, if you would. Smash on that like button a little bit. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I've been sitting all day. Uh, yeah, I mean, I probably did 162. I'm probably at about 300 miles today. A lot of sitting. A lot of sitting over here at the old refrigerated warehouses. That reminds me. Hang on one second. I got to write something down. Um, I got this new thing I'm doing. Let me write this down. Uh oh, that ain't good. That ain't good. When's that from? Oh no, out of ammo. Love's fuel receipt there. Dang it. I got to turn that in. That goes on last month's IFTA, or last quarter's IFTA. That's from June. I got to hurry up and get that one in. That one's gonna be late. Might have to get double charged for IFTA on that one. Let's see here. So, what's everybody doing tonight? Where everybody at? Where all my people at? Let's see. There we go. So I got this thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start writing down. I'm gonna make me a chart. I'm gonna start keeping up with reefer wait times. Probably do it for about a month. Somebody was asking me about that the other day. Like, hey, do you ever do videos about reefer wait time? And I'm like, oh, I do a lot of videos about reefer wait time. Come on now, what are we talking about? So yeah, do a lot of that. But let's see here. Let me make me a quick chart while I'm thinking of it. Let's see. We'll have date. The date. I mean, I want to keep this pretty simple. Date, company, wait time. That's really about all I need, I think. Make me a bunch of lines here. I don't get loaded every day, so I figure if I keep up with this for a month, I'll probably need about 12 to 15 lines there, wouldn't you say? Let's see. Wednesday was the 14th. We'll say 2.5 hours. Let's see. Today, about 5 hours. Ouch. Today hurt. And then the reload. Yeah, I already got reloaded, so I got to do that one. That was maybe an hour and a half. That was a pretty quick one. So, we'll keep track of it for about a month. That should give us an idea, something to put out there for everybody. Appreciate everybody coming in. 16 in the house. Hit that like button for me if you could on the way in, please. Come in, sit down, gather around. We'll get something going here. We'll get something going here. Let me see. Let me see. Kelly Patterson, number 1 in the house. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it. East Texas Trucker in the house. How's it going, Cash? It's going now that the day is gone. I started my day at about 3 o'clock this morning. So I'm ready to be done with the day. I'll be honest with you. Not a very productive day. Just, got unloaded and reloaded and covered about 300 miles. Not a very big day, honestly. Gus in the house. What's up, Gus? Thanks for stopping by. East Texas Church says Capstone wants $250 for a lumper that says it was prepaid by the shipper. Ooh. Yeah, gotta call somebody on that one. A and E says, do you get your Predator Gen going. Predator Gen. Predator Gen. No, no, I don't have any kind of generator or anything. I got a remote start on the truck that helps, but I didn't install it properly last year, so I'm not getting the full benefit of it. So I've got an appointment scheduled with a guy that's what he does. And once I get it installed better and everything works right, I'll let you know how it works. But I don't idle a whole lot, honestly. I'm just lucky, Like there's a few times a year I idle all night, but it's rare that I idle the truck all night. I'll idle for an hour here, an hour there, but never too much. And if the remote start doesn't work like I want it to after I get it all set up correctly, then yeah, I'll probably just go. I'll probably just idle the truck, because my truck's got 600,000 miles on it. I think that's a little old to be putting a APU on. Uh-oh, there goes all my subscribers. There they go. Sorry guys, I'm trying to pick up the energy a little bit. I don't know. It's like when I hit go live, it's like I felt like, ooh, so not sure how long the live will go. It depends on how long everybody wants to hang out and kick it. I'm not gonna go back there and go to bed and just leave the live show going. Some people can make that work. I don't think it works, but let's see. Luca in the house. Hello, Cassius King. What's up, Luca? How's it going? Appreciate you, Luca. Appreciate you stopping by. East Texas Trucker says they explicitly only allow physical checks only. Gotta love it. Yeah. Capstone's a beast. I had a Capstone today, but mine was prepaid. And, but Capstone unloading. Oh, Capstone, you bastards. Oh, they kill me. 20 pallets I had to have take off. They took 5 hours. And I showed up 45 minutes early. So that's 5 hours from my appointment time. Because, I don't count the time before because, they're not on the clock until the appointment time. Unfortunately. But yeah, 5 hours past the appointment time. I showed up my next pickup 15 minutes late because of them. When I agreed to that load, I said, there's no way PFG could take 5 hours to unload. Whoa, did I misspeak? I should have kept my mouth shut. But I wanted the load back to Wisconsin that I got. So it's like, it wasn't a fully maxed out load. It's a dry load. And it paid like a reefer load. So it was kind of like, let's see. Yeah, and they'll charge you $5 for that, the privilege to give them a check. That's what kills me. A&E's Kansas City, Missouri, Cameroon. Vincent's in Chicago. Yeah, I'm up here in like central Pennsylvania. I don't know what town it is. I'm not at a big truck stop. I pulled off it. It was coming this tremendous storm. I swear it looked like a tornado was forming right in front of me. I got my dash cam and put it up there in the window, pointed at the storm. So I need to get that out and look at it and see what kind of footage I got, because I swear to you, I thought this was going to be a tornado coming at me. It was bad looking. Jeremy Griggs at home in Missouri for the 34. Appreciate you. You get double points for tuning in from the house. I appreciate that. Kelly Patterson says taking 10-hour near Portage, Indiana. Okay. Did you already get that 34 done? Wasn't you taking a 34 the other day? Dang, time flies. A&E says the wait time is horrendous, but dang, it pays a heck of a lot more than dry most of the time. Yeah, that's the key to it. They got a little bit of that factored in there. But what really kills me about reefer times here lately is they were getting better. Honestly, like a Walmart was getting good. Walmart was getting it down to like 2 or 3 hours, And the last couple times I've been to Walmart, it's back up to like 3 or 4 hours again. I don't. I felt like they were getting a little better. Maybe I was just getting lucky, but I felt like there for a little while the reefer times were getting a little better. They were doing a better job. But who knows? Who knows? Um, East Texas Trucker says I've been on truck and load recovery all week. Ouch. My truck is gonna cost upwards of $5K to repair, and they don't really want to do it. Ouch. Ouch. See, I'm not a fan of truck recovery. It's if you're more adventurous, it can be a nice little adventure, a nice like break from just running freight. But my experience is, meh. I would say 33% good. I've done 3 of them. One was okay. The other 2 were absolute nightmares. I got there to get the truck on the first nightmare load. I got there to get the truck and the batteries were dead. And the guy showed up right as I got it. I had the road service come out, charge the batteries, jump me off, and as soon as I got ready to pull out of the parking lot with the truck, the guy comes up and says, "Oh, I need to get my stuff out of there." And I'm like, dude, this truck's been sitting in this parking lot for a week, and you just now decide you need to come get your stuff. I told him, I said, you better hurry up, because like my 14-hour clock is ticking, brother. And I said, you've had more than a week to come get this truck. And, he just quit. I mean, that's all it was. The truck was parked like a mile or 2 from his house. I guess these guys don't want to be truck drivers anymore. Who just abandons a truck like that, near your house? I'm like, drive it back to the terminal, dude. Like, I mean, given he was like 1,200 miles from the terminal, so it was a pretty good ride back. But, you know, who knows? Who knows? Everybody's got their reasons for stuff, I guess. 5,000 on repairs. I guess you're glad that you're not the truck owner at that point, right? Don Schlager in the house. What's up, Don? How's it going? Hope everybody's doing well. Let me see here. I had a little experiment I was going to try. I had a little experiment here I was going to try, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure I can log in over here. Is my thing. If I can't log in, I'm not going to sit here and mess with it a bunch. But okay, I guess I can. Anybody want to look up some loads on the load board? Give me a city. Give me a destination, like a state or something. We'll see what kind of freight's out there. Let's see. Dang, I got behind already. Okay, there we go. Tyler says, Mr. Cash, what's really going on? Yeah, not much, not much. We chilling. Got the droopy eyelids. I need that medicine that keeps my eyelids up. What's that called? Oh yeah, meth. So I guess I can't do that. Never mind. Oh man, I'm joking, of course. Cattle hauling with Lone Star says, good evening, just relaxing at the house after a long week, but I probably shouldn't complain seeing how you're still working. Yeah, I've been watching them videos, Lone Star. Everybody go check out cattle hauling with Lone Star if you want to know about cattle hauling. Oh, dang it, there goes all my subscribers again. But yeah, go check out some Lone Star if you want to know about cattle hauling. There's a lot more involved to that than I thought there was. So I appreciate that, Lone Star. You're educating us. Jeremy Grigg says, you still run in Connecticut with the 17-cent fuel tax? Yeah, that ain't nothing but a heavy use tax. 17 cents. I mean, I still run it. I mean, New York's got one. I still run New York. Kentucky's got one. I still run Kentucky. Who else has got them? New Mexico's got one. I still run New Mexico. Like, it's just part of the business. It's part of the business. I mean, I don't go to Connecticut a lot, so it don't really affect me a whole lot. But if I do, I'll make sure it's worth it, you know. But like, what is 17 cents if I go the whole length of the state? What is Connecticut? 150 miles long? You know, it's like, what is that? 20 bucks? Yeah, I'm not going to turn down a load because of it. Um, you know, it won't be long. They'll all start doing it. Every state will get them one eventually. What's up, Cash? Mr. Taylor in the house. Not much. I'm chilling. Losing some energy here. Hitting a wall. Hitting a wall. Trying to stay energetic and entertaining, but yeah, I've definitely hit a wall. Got up at about 3 o'clock this morning. Took me a little bit of a nap there around like 9 o'clock over there at the old PFG. Got me about a 30-minute nap in. That's probably the only reason I'm still going. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably be back there crashed out right now. East Texas Trucker says, at the Kroger in Louisville. Oh, feel sorry for you, son. Oh, that's a rough one. That Kroger in Louisville's a beast. She's a beast. Harry Hustle, what's up, Cash from New Jersey? Oh, good luck in New Jersey. Hope all is well. Hope it's not Jersey City. I was talking to a buddy of mine today. He's going to Elizabeth, New Jersey, I think it was. And I said, hey, you know, look at the bright side. At least it's not Jersey City. You know, like, oh, man, Jersey City is just one of those places, man. It's like when I get a Raycon, you know, and like, I don't, you know, if they just book me a load and I see freaking Jersey City on there, like if it's a multi-stop or something, oh, it's a heartbreaker, but you know, I do whatever I gotta do. Paul Harris is heading south to the New Jersey Turnpike to Florida. Get it, Bo, get it. That's a good weekend run. That's a good weekend run down to Florida. Heck yeah, take it while you can get it. A&E says East Texas Trucker have a truck down for a Delph sending unit that is back ordered. Don't know when it's coming in. Ouch. You know, this part's rationing stuff. Ooh. We need some people to get to work in this country is what we need. I know a lot of people say that, but you know, like I was at the Somerset Plaza, South Somerset Plaza on the New Jersey Turnpike last night. Popeye's Chicken and Burger King. That's the food options there. I didn't want either one. But do you know they were both closed because they got nobody to work? Like they're offering hiring bonuses trying to get people to work. Nobody wants to work there. You know, I guess the days of, you know, fast food, you know, entry level jobs, nobody wants those anymore. You know, I'm holding out for a CEO position. You know what I mean? Management at least, right? Isn't that what Uncle Eddie or Cousin Eddie? That's what Cousin Eddie was doing on Christmas vacation, right? He was holding out for a management position. 7 years. He's been holding out 7 years. I swear to God, I feel like this country's full of Cousin Eddies these days. I was at the Fuel Mart in Perrysburg, Ohio the other day. Fuel Mart was offering a $1,500 sign-on bonus. I believe that's what it was. Maybe $1,000. But I'm in a gas station offering $1,000 to $1,500 sign-on bonus just to get people in the door to work. Subway restaurant doing the same thing over there. I'm like, since when does Subway pay $1,000 sign-on bonus? It was a little crazy. I'll just be honest. East Texas Trucker ain't same here except for it's a turbo, back ordered and not available anywhere. Ouch. Harry Hustle says, getting close to my CDLA road test. There you go, at the end of the month. Did offset and parallel parking today and feel confident to be joining you soon. There you go. I had a guy over at PFG today. CR England guy. New driver. You know, he had that little snub nose Freightliner. I told him, like, he went to back in and I was like, dude, you're not going to be able to sight side that. There's not enough room to pull up. I said, you're going to have to back up, do a U-turn, and then blindside in there. Oh, he was not happy about that. And I was like, bro, like you do what I tell you, and I will help you. I just don't like, like if you don't want my help, you don't want my help. I get it. There's guys out there that can back better than me, and if I get out and try to help them, they're all like, "Nah, thanks." And I get it. I blindside into that place. I go to that PFG a lot. I blindside in there from time to time. Sometimes a guy will get out and watch for me. I got no problem with you watching for me, but I don't really need you to tell me like, hey, turn the wheel, don't turn the wheel. Like I know how to get it in there. It's just, don't let me hit nothing. That's the key. Don't let me hit nothing because I know it's going to be close because that's a close place. Luckily for this kid, he had 3 empty spots and he was going for the middle one. So he had a lot of room to error. And he did good. Honestly, he listened to what I said. Um, I don't think he would have. I don't know if he could have got it in there because he didn't know how to turn the wheel, on a blind side. He had probably been trained. Hey, you pull up, you turn the wheel this way, you pull up, 40 feet, you turn the wheel this way, you pull up another 40 feet, and then crank her back and let it ride. He had no idea how to do a blind side, but, like, I don't know. I don't mind helping somebody. I put out a Prime video a while back, and it said the name of the video. It was a short video, but the title of the video was like "Prime's Training Sucks" or something like that. And I clearly pointed out in the video, I'm not making fun of that specific driver. In no way am I making fun of that driver. I'm pointing out that every time I go somewhere to deliver at a grocery warehouse and there's a Prime driver there, their backing is subpar. It takes them a long time. They hold everything up. So in the video, I'm not pointing at the driver and being like, haha, that driver can't back. But there's a few people that are a little slow up here, they're a little, somebody's pulled the e-brake on them, their trailer brake is still set and they're trying to drive off. And they get on there and they're like, oh, I bet people made fun of you back in the day too. And I'm like, well, I'm not making fun of them. I don't know what you're talking about. And number two, I mean, I was lucky enough to have like a yard spotter job before I ever went to CDL school. So I could back a trailer before I even went to CDL school. But again, that's not the point. The point is, I'm pointing at the training they give these people, not making fun of those people. I had another video way back in the day, CRST backing up and pulling up, backing up and pulling up, backing up and pulling up, backing up and pulling up. And a lot of people said, oh, you should get out there and help instead of making fun of them. Again, I'm not making fun of them. I'm just clearly documenting what's going on. If you pull up and you back up and you do the same thing 10 times expecting a different result, I don't know if I can help you, honestly. And the Prime driver, there was 2 guys already out there trying to help the Prime driver, so a third voice in his head's not going to help him. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But good luck, Harry. You be out here. Just just be a decent person. And truck driving's pretty easy. Try to keep the mindset that your time isn't more valuable than everyone else's. I hate that when I'm in a truck stop and I'm trying to like leave and some guy goes around me at 100 miles an hour. Like, it's like, dude, like, I'm going 15, 20 miles an hour. That's plenty fast enough for a parking lot. So just, try to be a decent human. Don't throw your pee bottles everywhere. It's pretty simple stuff, but some people have a hard time with it. Josh Crouch in the house says, Cash, what do you think? North Atlanta to Elk Grove Village, 18,000 pounds, $2,400 on a flatbed feels all right for the ATL. Yes. I mean, I have no idea, honestly. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if I've ever put a flatbed load in on a load board in the past. I don't forever. Flatbed. Let's see what we got here. We're just gonna put in the ATL, Hotlanta, Atlanta, GA, and we'll just put in Chicago. Chicago. Of course, this time of day, it's probably not going to give me a lot of good results, but I mean, it sounds legit to me. Okay, here you go. Mableton, Georgia to Hampshire, Illinois, 25,000-pound flatbed load. Yeah. Market average is hang on, where am I at? Holy crap, I'm behind. I gotta get caught up. $2,400 is what you're saying on that. Mine is saying market average is 1867 at 259 a mile. 721 miles. 721 miles. So yeah. There's one on here for 2,100. Oh. Of course that one only goes to Indiana, so that's different. But yeah. Sounds like a pretty damn good paying load. That's for Monday. Let's see what's available tomorrow. No loads available for tomorrow. What about today? Anything left for today? No loads available today. So yeah. Now, if you got out of there with $2,400, I'm proud of you. That's a good deal. Plus, you're going back to a good area. You know, you're getting up into the Midwest, so you know that's a big part of it. You know, you got to keep in mind where's it going. You know, pretty good. 18,000 pound. There you go. Kelly Patterson says, "Congrats, Harry. Congrats. Oh, that talk to text is killing you." Gus says, my brother-in-law superintendent at one of those lumber companies. I asked him why they give truckers a hard time with unloading. He looked at me like I had two heads. There's no help in them. No common sense on lumpers' behalf. Yeah. I mean, and you know, like the PFG today. Now, given when they put me in a door, it shouldn't have took any more than an hour to unload 20 pallets. One product, uniform, like it might have needed to be restacked, but uniform pallets. And the key to that is you can count that product without restacking it. In my opinion, this is what should happen. I back into a door, they pull the product off, they sign my bill, and they send me on my way. They can restack it after I'm gone. See, that's the problem, though. They wait until you are completely unloaded, and then they restack it, and then they count it, and then you're there for 2 extra hours. See, so like my 5-hour wait, about almost 3 of that was waiting on the street because they didn't have a door available. So see, I can't blame the lumpers for all of it because a lot of it is like PFG overbooks that warehouse. You know what I mean? Like they book too many trucks to come in for the help they have. So, you know, it's like a communication breakdown. PFG's not communicating the amount of trucks coming in properly, and then Capstone's not, paying enough to bring in enough help. So, it's kind of a double FU to the truckers. It really is. You know, typical trucker, we take the brunt. You know, we take the brunt of everything. Let me see. I got to get through some comments here. Harry Hustle, thanks, Kelly. Yeah, keep us in contact, Harry. Paul Harris says my delivery is dealing with Capstone. Where is Cisco? They get me unloaded within an hour. No money exchanged. Yeah, hey, it's got to be nice. East says a trucker. If you want anything done, you got to do it yourself these days. Yeah, there's definitely some of that going around. Kelly Patterson says, when shippers ask why you're late, look at them and go, one word for you, Capstone. Yeah. I will say this, the place I picked up, Very nice people. Very nice people. I think that load was supposed to have been picked up this morning. Somebody canceled the load, probably, for whatever reason. There's a million reasons people cancel loads. So, people cancel loads. It's just a thing. It happens. But I showed up late on top of late. So the load was scheduled for 7 o'clock this morning. No way I could have made that. They said no later than 2 p.m. and then I show up at 2:15. I was just like, oh, it's just not how I like to operate. It's just not how I like to operate. I don't like being rushed around. I like to clean my trailer out real good. I like to be very professional. And showing up 15 minutes late, having to run into the office, check in, and then before I can even back in the door, I got to jump up in the back of the trailer and pull out broken pallet pieces just so it looks somewhat presentable. They did have a dumpster. I threw those in the dumpster. I didn't throw them on a customer's property, by the way. That's big. Big Dog Trucker 68, channel member. Appreciate you, brother. Says, hey, brother Cash. Appreciate you, Big Dog. If you guys don't know those guys, it's got my Cash is King logo beside their name. They are channel members. They support the channel. And, it gives me the motivation to get up here and do live shows when I don't particularly feel like it. Because you guys are my family, my YouTube family. So I gotta see what everybody's up to. Taylor Smith says hell set at Unified Dock for 13 hours yesterday. Then McLean right after that for 4 hours. For another 5. Gotta love it. You burn a day up real quick right there. Real quick. And he says, "As Texas Trucker, do you have any experience in bypassing lumpers? Is it possible?" It was more possible before COVID. A lot of these places have got it now where they don't want you in their building. They don't want you in there breathing up their oxygen. So a lot of them, especially Capstone, I've noticed this Capstone's really bad now about, oh, no. You don't want to do it yourself. We need to do that. You might be infected with something. So yeah, I used to go around it some when it was easy. When it saved me time, I would do it. I'm picking up a load going to Walmart, Ottawa, Kansas. Okay, there you go. Kelly Patterson in the house. East Texas Trucker says, A&E, I'm a company, so anytime I have a problem, I just call dispatch. That's right. That's right. It's a good way to be in life, like cherish that. Because, like, if you want to be an owner-operator, remember all those times you call dispatch, most of those are your problems if you're an owner-operator, so cherish that dispatch. A&E says, I heard they charge a ton for not returning a truck. Yeah, a lot of places. If you're a company driver, it's going to hurt you. Like, if you're a lease purchase guy, you can pretty much forget about any kind of money you think they owe you if you don't return it. Your best chance of getting any kind of money from them if they owe you money is to take the truck back. And if you're a company driver, good luck with your next job because they're going to put that on your hire right, your DAC report, and boy, it's going to be a red flag on your resume. If you got one of those, like the guy, I had a couple where, let's see, the first one, the guy had like his parents, his mom died or something, and he was like, I'm done with trucking. So he was like, I don't even want to drive it back. He's like, just have somebody, I'm done. And that was like a big. And then one of them I went and got. The guy just quit. He didn't like it. He was over it. And then I had another one I went and recovered, and that was a medical emergency. I think the guy had like a mild heart attack in the truck. He survived it, but I had to go pick up the truck because it was parked in a not so good spot. So he was parked in like a strip mall, and they were going to tow it, so we went and picked it up. East Texas Trucker gonna have a video covering all the crazy adventures of truck recovery this week. Should be a good one. I appreciate it. There's freight trucking in the house. What's up, brother? Tip your host. # trucker sucker. All right. I will see if we can get you promoted. We'll get you to the top of that list. Oh, me. Um, let's see. Hunter P. Brown and House Greetings Cash from Mooney, Illinois. I know Mooney. Uh, I went to prom with Moni, Kevin. Truck just got repaired. Good deal, man. Good deal. Get out there and tear it up. Harry Hustle says Elizabeth, Newark, New Jersey. Okay, there you go. It's good spots. Good spots. If that's where you're going to be based out of, you got to get in a good area. Caleb Pedersen says Cash Trucking Answers gave you and me a shout out on latest podcast. Okay. Yeah, I gotta check out that podcast. I got the Trucking Answers T-shirt up there. I gotta support the Trucking Answers. JH says, "Hey Cash, I'm late. Taking an hour. What did I miss? I'll hand wash your truck if you start over." Whoo! Just go back and catch that replay, brother. You ain't gonna want to hand wash this nasty thing. It came a really hard rainstorm, and I was kind of glad this afternoon because I just ain't had it. It's not been convenient to get a truck wash. I get a truck wash about once a month, once every 3 weeks, somewhere in there. I like to keep the grime off of it, but I'm not one of these guys that's going to like every week make time to go to the truck wash. I do it when it's convenient. Typically, like if I'm on my way to pick up a load or something like that, and I go by a truck wash and there's nobody there, I'll swing in and get it washed. But this time of year, you know, if it's a pretty day out, the truck wash is just backed up. So the other day going home, I had a chance to get one, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because it rained as soon as I got home, so it would have been a little messy. Cattle Hollow with Lone Star says, "Thanks, Cash. I'm trying to keep them interesting and show all aspects of it." Yeah, that's a good part about YouTube. You know, like a lot of people just show you the good parts. It's doing nobody any favors when you do that. Sorry, I'm trying to find some Tums. Oh, got some wicked hot bun. Got some wicked hot bun. Oh man, killing me, killing me. Let me see. Gilly Pedersen says the cost will just be passed along to the customers. Yeah, eventually. All these little taxes they put on truckers, eventually it goes down the line. The problem is, like, there'll be a period of time where the rates will just be the same, and the truck, you know, the owner operators and the companies will just have to eat it. But eventually, after, you know, a quarter or two, the rates will adjust accordingly. People will catch on and be like, "Oh yeah, I got that extra tax I got to pay, so let me see if I can whittle an extra few dollars out of, you know, a broker." Let's see. Loyalty Trucking, salute to Cassius King. What's up, Loyalty? How's it going? David's in the house. Says, how do you deal with sleep debt? Sleep debt. Sleep debt. Sleep debt. Sleep debt. Sleep debt. Sleep deprivation. I get sleep. I mean, that's how I deal with it. I go to bed. What's that saying? If you're tired, go to bed. Now, if I got to run like this morning, I had to get up at 3 o'clock. I got to bed about 8 o'clock last night, maybe 8:30. So I got myself a good 6 hours. That's kind of like my base, 6 hours. I like 7 hours. 7.5's optimal. 8, you know, I'm a truck driver and I got a house full of kids. 8 hours of sleep is like, what? It's like, what? Is that a thing? But like this morning, I get up at 3 o'clock. I know I'm getting up at that time of day where my body really wants to be asleep. So I pop one of these right off the bat. A little caffeine. I've been staying away from the sodas again, trying to get off the sodas. Back to the Aquafinas. You know, just trying to, like, if I know I'm in a position, I try to be preemptive with the caffeine pill. You know, I figure it's better to take it than to not take it if I'm in a position where I think I could get tired. Because you'd rather go ahead and have it in your system, especially like that, getting up in the morning. You know, a lot of guys get a cup of coffee or whatever. You know, I just bam, caffeine pill and I go. So that's how I deal with it. But then, like tonight, I know I didn't sleep a lot last night. I've had a super long day today. What is it? Going on 9 o'clock here. I'll probably sleep, go to bed at 9. I'll probably get up at like, 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'll put in a little time. I'll put in a little snooze time tonight. That's for sure. Sterling in the house with the $5. Everybody go check out my man Sterling. Every time I looked at a cow this week, it pooped. Not sure if I'm gonna use this superpower for good or evil. Bravo, sir. If you guys don't know, Sterling's got a little bit of a comic streak in him. Go check out Sterling's channel. He puts out some funny stuff. Anytime I see a Sterling comment on my channel, I know it's gonna be good. Kelly Patterson with the $5, getting after it out there. See, because speaking of which, I need to get up at dark 30. Oh yeah, that right before the sun comes up. That's like the perfect time. Because by the time you both Cephas juices are flowing. The sun's up, and for me, when the sun comes up, it's go time. So yeah, sleep well, Kelly. Thanks for everything you do for the channel, Kelly. If y'all guys don't know, Kelly's got a channel called 18 Wheel Shelf. Go check him out. Kelly's a channel member, and on top of it, doubles up with the super chat. I appreciate that, Kelly. I appreciate it. Let me run through some comments here. I'm getting a little far behind. JA. Oh, if you start over, yeah, I didn't read that one. Let's see. Where am I at? Okay. How do you do? There you go. Harry Hustle says, I live in town next to Elizabeth. JC is tough spot. I'd never call home. Yeah, I hear you. Backwoods in the house. Hey, brother, glad to catch the live. Yeah, appreciate you coming by. I got 32 in the house. 32 likes. Everybody slam on that like button a little bit. Friday night, get after it on a Friday night. Friday night don't mean nothing to me, man. I'm just a working stiff. I gotta get up and work in the morning. Appreciate you. Backwoods edition. Hey, I didn't even think of that. Backwoods edition. But yeah, I can't remember why I made that thumbnail. Like I say, I make my thumbnails like I'm usually about 10 thumbnails ahead of, and I just slap live number or whatever on there and put it up. But yeah, shout out to Backwoods on the Backroads edition. Cattle Hollow Lone Star says, Gus, thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I appreciate everybody that goes and checks out. Everybody that goes and checks out Cattle Hollow and Lone Star, long-time supporter of the channel, and he's trying to do the YouTube thing. Go check him out. Cutharusu Travels. Dang, if I own the franchise, I'd grab the kids and the neighbors to work with me. It would be slammed with customers. Yeah. I'm sure some big corporation owns those because they're in a Turnpike Plaza. But yeah, the Burger King and the Popeyes, I overheard the guy in the 7-Eleven talking to another guy about it, and he said those locations at that South Somerset are now only going to be open 3 days a week because they can't find people to work through the week. So they're just going to take the employees they have and have them work long days on the weekend. And I'm like, oh, well, that's not going to run off your employees, but whatever. I digress. I guess it's kind of hard to get people out there in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of like they build those service plazas a little out from the mainstream, and people ain't trying to drive 40 miles to a freaking fast food job. It just ain't the thing. Cutharusu Travel says child labor laws are overrated. You dang right. Hard work never hurt anybody. I used to cuss and gruff. My family all around me used to have businesses, dairy farms, logging, making rocking chairs, making swings, growing tobacco, hauling hay. I used to hate all that when I was a kid, but honestly, it didn't kill me. And I think it's part of my work ethic. You know, I know that it's just got to be done, so I get up and I go do it. You know, I think it's good for kids. I have been looking into some businesses just for that, so my kids can work in the business. You know, like a little franchise or something, not like a fast food franchise, but something they can participate in, maybe something seasonal, you know, where it's like we do most of our business in like, you know, certain times a year. Because honestly, I'd like to get them out and get them a job. You know, good for everybody. It's good for everybody. Um, let's see. A&E says it would be nice to have a magnet camera that you could Bluetooth to the phone, slap it on the bumper when backing blind, or heck, even backing period. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, in certain situations, it would. Like, once you learn to judge your distances and get your angles, like that's the key to backing. Setting up at the right angle and then judging the distance, you know, because you should know where the passenger side is just by looking at the driver's side. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not against having a Bluetooth camera like that. I think it could be. It's another thing you got to watch though, so don't let it. You know, like you got to go through all your progressions and everything. Um, Understand fully at trucking school, they specifically tell us just learn what we ask you in order to pass the road test. They say I'll learn to drive in my first job. Yeah, that's what it is. A lot of these like CR England and everything, you know, like the guy came up, knocked on my door. I got out and I told him, I said, hey man, I said I deliver here a lot. I said you're not going to be able to side that spot. I said, there's just no room to pull up over there. There's like a dirt embankment, you know. And he didn't listen, you know, and he pulled up in there. And then he gets out and he comes over and he knocks on my door. And he's like, are you ready? And I was like, ready for what? Jehovah's return? Like, I don't know. What do you want from me, dude? You didn't do what I said, so why should I get out and help you? You know, I told you, I gave you a great piece of advice. Turn around down there, straight line back it in, and then I'll help you blindside it in. But what's he do? He pulls down there, starts wiggling the trailer back and forth to get it over, and damn near takes the guy's hood off. If I hadn't been out there, he would have took the guy's hood off. So, you know. But yeah, that's usually what they tell you. All your trainer will teach you. Hell, a lot of these mega carriers, the trainer can't back. Gus says, you're welcome. Thanks for subscribing to me, Cattle Hauling. All right, yeah, everybody go check out Gus and everybody, man. Just go slap fives. Just go slap fives. Todd's in the house. Anyone haul for Dawson? Dawson Foods? Is that what it's called? Dawson Foods. It don't they have like a little like does it have like a red circle logo, or am I thinking of something else? Nobody that I know of hauls for Dawson, but I'm assuming that's like a private company, like a DOT Foods or something. A&E says, at Kelly Patterson, I used to work at that warehouse. I don't think I've worked harder in my life throwing pieces one by one in a trailer that is cooking in a parking lot all day. Yeah. Yeah, you got to respect people doing their jobs, man. Like, I get mad at Capstone, but honestly, I'm not mad at, for me, I'm not mad at the specific Capstone guy unloading the truck. I'm more angry at the Capstone management, because every Capstone location is a ball of, you know, its own ball of wax, its own problems, you know, and that stems from management. You know, you get one guy that don't know how to unload a trailer, that's one thing. But when I go to locations all over the country and they're all pretty much mediocre, to say, to, you know, to be nice about it, it's a management problem. It comes from the top, you know. um Cattle hauling in the house. There we go. There we go. I think I added him as a moderator. Yeah, there we go. Freight trucking. Appreciate that $25. Good luck to you, sir, in your hashtag trucker suck quest. Anthony Drummond says, what up, Cash? I'm out here making people happy, delivering the packages. Big Brown, get down, UPS. I like it. I like it. Yeah, Anthony, killing it over there at UPS, man. I appreciate you. Because let me tell you, when I order stuff and it shows up on my doorstep, I'm like, that's probably Anthony doing that. That's who I think of. He's my go-to UPS guy. I said that was probably on Anthony's trailer at one point in time. Stavros in the house says, what up, Cash? I love running reefer. Yeah, man, it's the way to be for me. It's the way to be for me. Sterling says, good evening, Mr. Cash. Thanks, Sterling, for stopping by. Appreciate you, brother. Freight trucking. After sweating my A off the last few months, I got the investment in this APU was worth every penny. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. I'm happy for you, man. That's a good way to be. Honestly, hindsight's 2020. Go back to this time last year, I'd put an APU on this truck, last year. This year, I'm kind of like, ugh. Because, see, I would have had about 3 years to pay, 3 years to enjoy it if I put it on last year. Now I'm kind of like in that in-between area of like, 2.5, or 2 to maybe 1.5. It's a little tough to come off $6,000-7,000 for something you're only going to be using for like a year and a half. But congratulations, man. That's investing in your business. That's a good move, man. That's a good move. There's my brother, DIY Semi. Hey, DIY Semi. I'm looking at the clock here. It's about bedtime. I got no trucker money video. I got a good idea for a trucker money, by the way. I got to text you. I don't want to put it out there right now in case you don't like it. I don't want people thinking that it's going to happen, but I got a good idea for a trucker money. I text you as soon as I'm done with this thing here. And how's those brakes going? DIY, man. I'm telling you right now. If you guys have a truck and you want to lease it on somewhere, contact DIY. Now, here's a few things I want to say about that, because he doesn't always promote that he has a carrier. But let's if you've got a truck, you like to run 3 or 4 weeks out of the month, making really, really good money, and having a really good fleet owner that's got your back, hit up DIY. He said, I don't want to put too much out there, but yeah, he does stuff for his lease guys that's just unbelievable. Like helping them do repairs and stuff like that. Like, it's a solid way to live. Thanks again, Kelly. I appreciate you. Sterling, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. You guys are the best. Sterling says, you gotta have humor in trucking or it will get to you. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, no problem, man. As my mother says, sometimes you gotta laugh to keep crying, and that's trucking right there. If that ain't trucking. And oh yeah, by the way, guys, I'm working on a country music rap song. It's called "If I Had a Mullet." So that I should be premiering that soon. If I had a mullet. Freight Trigger says, Sterling, drop your link. Yeah, Sterling. Let me hit Sterling. I don't know if Sterling can drop a link there. There you go, Sterling. You're a moderator now. You can drop your link if you want to, sir. And that goes for anyone that has a channel. You can drop your own channel. I just asked you don't drop like other people's channels because I don't know what's going on over there. But if you're a moderator in here, and you should have the ability to drop a link. And if you don't, let me know, and I'll look into it. But yeah, Sterling, by all means, you can drop your link if you want to try to pick up some subscribers from here. You can do that. Freight Trucking says, found it. Okay, good deal. Appreciate you, Freight Trucking, supporting the community. That's a cool guy, man. I appreciate that. Gary Bates, thumbs up, poop emoji. How's it going, Gary? Oh, Gary, I hope you're killing it right now with that flatbed. We were looking up flatbed loads earlier. I don't know if you heard that. I was on the load board looking up some Atlanta to Chicago Market average rate $2.59 a mile. 721 miles from Atlanta, GA to Chicago. 1867 market average on that. Market average. Let's see what the van rate is on that. The van rate's actually higher than the flatbed average market rate on that. 272 a mile on that. 1964. There you go. Freaking dry van. I'm pulling a dry load right now. I mean, shit. When they pay as good as the reefer, and I ain't got to spend $60 on reefer fuel over the weekend, that's $60 in my pocket. You know. GD Trucker says, "Hello, Cash. Waiting times for reefer sucks. Yes, it does. I had a 5-hour wait at PFG today, and I had about an hour and a half wait over there at my pickup. So I got 6.5 hours in wait time in today. Cameras will just not good because you're looking at the camera and not looking out behind you. You don't be lazy and get out and look. Yeah, I mean, I could see a camera being beneficial. Like if you had like a GoPro that would connect to your phone via Bluetooth or a tablet, and you could pop that on the back of the trailer in a real tight spot. I mean, it's an extra set of eyes back there, you know. But at the same time, I feel like when you get out of the truck and you walk back there and look, you get your angle. You know, you see your angle when you get out and look. If you're just looking at a camera that's pointing back, you're not going to see the angle as good. It's something that I wouldn't mind having, but I don't know if it would really change the game a whole lot. I guess that's the way I should put it, because it is an extra set of eyes, but at the same time, it's a distraction. You know, it's kind of like, what if I already had it, I would use it, but it's not, I don't know if I would go out and buy it. I guess I should put it that way. Let's see. Al John's in the house. What's up, everybody? Go check out Al John's. He does some guitar videos occasionally. Check him out. Check him out. Dale Mandan in the house. Mandelt. I always mess your name up, Dale. I apologize for that. What's up, Cash? Chilling here at home in Goodyear, Arizona. Did you guys get some rain out there today? Did you guys get some rain? I hope you got some rain. Gary Bates says new entrant safety audit is starting for me. Okay. Gary Bates getting $5.50 a mile out of Indiana on a flatbed. Woo wee, where's that going? Where that going? That's a good rate right there. Heck yeah. Get it, Gary. Get it. And the German says 2018 trucks going for $80K. Did they unblock the Suez Canal? Yeah, they got the Suez open as far as I know, and yeah, 2018 trucks for $80K, brother. That's where they at these days. You know, I don't know. I'm a little wary of when I have to go buy a new truck, you know, because like this is a 2016, and I bought it last year for like 40 grand. Oh, excuse me. I mean, I could sell the damn thing right now for more than what I gave for it a year ago, and I put 150,000 miles on the dang thing. Shit, I'm probably close to 180,000 on it by this point. So yeah, that's crazy. It's like, yeah, trucks are rough right now, man. Brand new ones are selling for like 160, 170, 180. Like last year, 155, 160. Like premiums on this stuff right now, man. It's just premiums. Of course, freight has never been higher, so Gus says I can use one of those mechanical advantages called a wrench. Okay. There you go, Gus. There you go, Gus. Appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us. George Wilson says I like their old commercials from the 70s. Someday you'll own Generals, the best tires, in my opinion. There you go. You'll own Generals, the best tires. You watch old clutch trucker on YouTube. He got stuck on an a narrow country road today in Missouri. Oh man, Clutch Trucker, Clutch Trucker. Oh yeah, I watched Clutch Trucker. The name was like I knew the guy. And he the one he does a lot of stuff about Garmin because I think it was his videos I watched before I bought my Garmin GPS. So, dang man, that sucks. I mean it happens. It happens, you know. I'll be honest with you. I went on a road in Missouri one time that I should not have been on, and I didn't really have nowhere to turn around, so I just forced it and went. And I damn near dropped a trailer off the side of a cliff, and I thought the truck was going to go with it. And let me tell you, when I got to the top of that, I rethought some things. Like, scared the living heck out of me. Like, I mean, the trailer, the passenger side of the trailer was like on like dead leaves and dirt going up around a mountain road. Oh man, like I couldn't really get in the left lane to swing it out anymore because there was cars coming down the hill. Oh, it was bad. It was bad, dog. But yeah, that sucks for the clutch trucker. He's got the meatball dog, right? Isn't that what he says? The meatball dog or something? I don't know. Yeah, I watch Clutch Trucker a little bit here and there. He seems like a good guy. I mean, he kind of he meets a lot of my criteria. He no drama, you know, no calling nobody no names, no no bickering, no kittens fighting over a nipple type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, that's all I'll say about that. But anyway, and he tries to help people, and he puts a lot of stuff out there, like as far as like products he buys and stuff like that. So I got respect for that. I got respect for that. He's been doing this a while too, so good on him. Um, Thanks again, Tommy Cash. Appreciate that $5. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Joe C. Cattle Hauling with Lone Star says DIY seems to take pride in his company and contractors, not just another fly by night company. No, no. Like he gets it. Their success is his success. And a lot of people that own fleets, they think it's just, oh, I got DOT numbers and I'm just going to sit back and collect my money. It might work that way right now because rates are really good and, but you wait till times get thin and, people start looking for more value. See, that's the thing I try to remind people. When you lease onto a carrier, get some value out of the agreement, because if you're a good driver and you're a good owner operator and you handle your business and you do the things the brokers want done and you get the freight there on time and safely and you check all the boxes, you bring value to that carrier. So make sure that carrier brings value to you because I look at it as a true partnership. Yes, I run their numbers, but I'm also the one out here running the freight. So it's a partnership. So I like to get some value out of it because I know I bring value. So that's kind of like That's kind of like a buddy of mine told me today. A good saying: you put, and I'm gonna say poop instead of the S word, but you put poop in and you get poop out. Like talking about if you half-ass stuff, and I think DIY is smart enough to understand that. If you phone it in and you don't help your contractors and they struggle, that reflects on your company that they're struggling. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, no, I think he's got the right mindset. He just got to get he's got to get the scale. That's the growing pains, of any trucking company. I don't care who you are. Um, you know, that that going from one truck to probably 5 trucks, that's probably the hardest growth period in a trucking company. If you think about it, that scale of just being able to keep the things rolling while you build. Um, but I've never done it, so I mean I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I can just tell you from what I see of other people doing it. Thanks again, Tommy Cash. That sucks about the clutch trucker. That sucks. I'll have to check that out. See what's going on. Paul Harris says, wonder if Knight Swift, with all their companies owning over 22,000 trucks, if they get a better deal. Oh yeah, man, you better believe these big carriers are getting a better deal. I know someone that works in a pretty good sized fleet, and they tell me it's not like it used to be. Used to be like companies like Schneider, where they're buying, 500, they're placing orders of like 500 trucks. You know what I mean? Like that's like 3 days of the production line at Freightliner. You know what I mean? Like that's like saying we're only going to build Schneider trucks for the next 3 or 4 days. That's an order. That's a hell of an order. So they used to get those trucks for like typically about 20% off. It sounds like, say it was a $120,000 truck. They were getting those for like 90-ish thousand. I hear that the big guys aren't doing deals like that as much anymore. Like Freightliner and Peterbilt, Kenworth, International. I mean, you still get deals, but like say it's $150,000 truck, you might get it 10% off now. It'd be like $135,000 truck. But yeah, and then they turn around, they lease purchase, sell that thing for 200,000, and you wonder how could Schneider have all these freaking trucks sitting around? You know, they either borrow the money at 0.5% interest rate, or they pay cash for them. It's craziness. But yeah, they get hell of a deal, man. They get hells of deals. Aldron says, ran a route today, then came back to the office and did paperwork. I'm as confused as a trout in a car wash. Never seen a trout in a car wash. I'm assuming it's pretty confusing. Gus says, thanks, LOL. Yeah, no problem, Gus. And like I said, anybody, I'm about to wrap it up, but if anybody wants to drop their link in here, I do much appreciate everybody that supports the channel. And if you've got a channel, we want to support your channel, because that's what we do here. That's what we do here. We're building long-term relationships over here. Anthony Drummond says, how do you figure out how much money you're working per hour on a load? Ooh, yeah. I probably don't focus on that enough. I take the best freight. I take the best load I have available at the time. That's how I do it, honestly. Is that always, like, to me, that's the only way in my head I cannot sit around and second guess myself all the time and going, oh, I should have done this. Well, I should have done that, because that wears on you. That wears on you. And when I think about, like, how much am I making per mile, or how much am I making per day, it's all important. But ultimately, I got to do the best with what I got to do with. So I can't be like, oh, I should have hauled freight for $3 a mile, but there was no $3 a mile freight in the area, so I hauled $2 a mile freight. It's like I just try to pick the best load that fits my needs. And because as a business owner, I can't control the price of the freight. Now, I can turn down some loads if they pay not what the market suggests they should pay. Because like occasionally you'll run into that. You'll run into a broker just trying to, fill the market. They don't care if the load moves today, tomorrow, next week. They don't care. You'll get some of that. Like you'll be in an area where the freight's $2 a mile, and they'll be dropping, loads that are paying $1.25 a mile. And it's like, well, everything else is paying $2 a mile. You're probably not going to get it moved at $1.25. So, I refuse stuff like that. But if everything else around me is paying $1.25 a mile, then I have to ask myself, do I leave here and go somewhere else and pick up freight that pays more? Or do I take that freight that pays $1.25 and move on? And that comes down to every decision, like it's the old Mike Tyson saying, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. You know, that's how business is to me. Uh, I'm a big Art of War fan. Uh, you know, it's a great book. They got audio books of it on YouTube. You can listen to it for free if you want one day going down the road. Especially if you got YouTube Premium, you know, you can turn your screen off and just listen to it. Um, but you know, basically, the Art of War says a good general will have a good plan, and a good general will also be able to adjust a good plan accordingly. So yes, always have a plan. But if that plan ain't working, then you got to be, you know, able to adjust, and you know, that's kind of how I look at it. As far as gross numbers, you know, with freight being good paying right now, you know, I don't know, $100 an hour is probably a good place to be. Between 80 and $100 an hour gross. So you know, you got to whittle all that down and everything. You know, if you want a truly, for me, to truly be a successful owner operator, you can't just be in it for the numbers and the money. You know, sometimes you got to put your calculator down and just be like, I'm a business owner. You know, like I gotta turn some revenue, and you got to go out and do it. You know, it's like, um, but that's kind of where I'm at with it, because it's like, you know, it's a good question. It is, but at the same time, like, I've heard a lot of debate on YouTube. People will say, you know, rate per mile is more important than rate per day, or vice versa. And I'm like, to me, they're kind of equally important, because I need to make a certain amount per day if I'm going to be out here on the road, because I got fixed cost. But I can't be running 700 miles to make $1,000 every day. You know, so rate per mile is important, and you know, and you know, day rates important. They're both important. Um, so I don't know. That factors in a little bit, but I try not to get too caught up in either one, because you get these guys out here that say, "Oh, I'm not cranking my truck for anything less than $9 a mile," and I'm like, "Well, okay, if you let's say realistically, because yeah, I know nine. That's a little. Okay, you get the guys out here say, I wouldn't crank my truck for less than $3 a mile. Is that an average? Because if you're getting $3 a mile everywhere, my God, you're killing it. Like, you know, I think I wouldn't run for less than, you know, my break even some days. You know, I'm like, you know, like when you get in a certain area and there's just like, I don't know, about 2 months ago, the East Coast was really good on reefer rates. Like, you could get good money coming in, and you could get really good, historically really good money coming out. And when I say really good, I'm talking like 275 a mile, possibly pushing, you know, like 280, 290 a mile. Um, Historically really good rates, because typically out of that area you're more like $2 a mile is good. So you know, you're like 20 to 30% above, you know, a normal good rate. And I went over to the East Coast, and one weekend there was just too many drivers over there, and the freight got a little soft. I think it was right before 4th of July, and you know, I'm thinking to these guys that's coming over here, you know, like me. I was one of them. I came over there because them rates was looking good coming out, and then all of a sudden they didn't. So then we're all left with a decision. Some guys are going to sit and wait the weekend. You know, if you're from this area, maybe you just go home and you let it, you know, rest for a day or two. And then the rest of us had to figure out what we were going to do. Some people dead head out and go get paying freight over in, you know, Maryland, going south. You know, the rates were a little better. Some people dead headed south. The others that didn't deadhead, you wait a day, and those other guys will move out, and then the rates will get a little better, but not, they, you know, they're not going to spike out of nowhere. Um, so I don't know. It's tough to come up with all that, and then like, I really don't ever put a mile rate in my head or a day rate in my head, because I don't like the disappointment of it. Like, you know, it's like if I say, okay, I need to make $1,000 a day. Well, if I go 4 or 5 days in a row where I don't hit the $1,000 a day mark, it, it's like I'm self defeating myself, in my opinion. You know, it's like I'm wearing on myself mentally for what? Some made up number I got in my head. So see, I try not to get caught up in that too much because I feel like it wears on you. Same way with rate per mile. I don't control rate per mile. You know, it's like when I go to the East Coast that time. You know, I'm talking about there a minute ago. I don't control that. There was just too many drivers in the area, and the freight was soft that weekend. Um, you know, I don't control that, so I don't want to get it burned in my head that I need a certain rate per mile or a certain day rate. Um, so the way I do it, my strategy is I just do the best with the information I have at the moment, and over time I build my memory bank of what worked and what didn't work, and so I get better at making those decisions over time, and that's about the best I can do because I don't control a lot of things. You know, as a business owner, you have to control what you can control, and the rest you just believe in God, pray, stuff like that. Because it's a lot of it's out of your control. But yeah, that's that. Good question though. It's a good question. Let's see. Where was I at? Al John says, when I run a route, I get paid driver pay and manager pay. My value added CDL holder bonus pay. There you go. That's a good way to be, man. People recognize. Let's see. Cattle Hauling with Lone Star. There you go. Everybody click Cattle Hauling Lone Star. Check him out. Andy Drummond says, how you do the math figuring out per hour on the load. Yeah. Um, Now, when I do the gross, I just take from the time I pick the load up, the appointment to the delivery appointment. I just take those two. I probably should add in an hour or three for delivery time, but typically I do like pickup time to delivery time, and then I divide that by the gross amount. So I do all time on the load because my opinion is if you're on the road and you got a load on the trailer, you're working. Like even if you're off duty and you're in the strip club over there, I still think somewhat you're working because you're still responsible for the load. So I calculate all time. Um, See, Cattle Hauling Malone Star says you can crank your truck for a lot less than others if it's paid off and your costs are low. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's why I've made a lot of double payments. Trying to figure out what this guy backing in here is doing. I don't know what he's setting up for. SPD. SPD. Got him a curtain side. I like that Freightliner. I think that's a Freightliner. It might be a Volvo. Anyway, he turned around and went off. I don't know why he was trying to do an angle back. He was straight line back, and I got empty spots on both sides of me. I think he was trying to go for one of those, and I don't know if I weirded him out and he just went on or what. But let's see. But yeah, Lone Star, yeah. That's the thing in a tough market. It's like the new shiny thing it's nice, but boy, let me tell you, DIY's got a great saying on that. He says, when freight rates go down, I can park the truck and not buy fuel. But if you've got a truck payment, you can't park the truck because you got to make that payment. Like as far as truck paid off to not paid off. And he's right. When things get a little lean, the guys that got the paid off truck, they don't have to run their trucks as hard. Um, you know, you got less payments to make. Just one way to look at it. Freak Trucking says, Cattle Hauling, thanks for dropping the link. Yeah, that helps everybody out, because sometimes when you search for channels, until your channel gets to about 100 subscribers, YouTube, it's almost impossible to find it on YouTube without a link. And then if you, you know, when you get to about 500, then they actually start promoting you a little bit. But boy, they do not make it easy for that first 100 to 500. So that's why we try to support everybody. And again, I say, just give them a check, like just go check them out. If you don't like it, you don't have to check, you don't have to subscribe it, you don't have to link. I just recommend you give them a chance, That's all that is. Yeah, Cattle Hauling, appreciate you. Al Johns, there's Al Johns' link. I miss Over the Road, but I miss my bed and my wife more. There you go, man. I feel it every day. Trust me. I always tell people, you know how dedicated you are about making money by the speed you set the cruise control on the way home. If you can run 63 miles an hour to the house, you got some conviction, Typically that last 100 miles to the house, I'm going to be honest with you, I bump it up a little bit on that last 100. I do really good. But boy, that last 100 miles, I've seen it so many times. Like, oh my God, dude, from Eau Claire, Wisconsin to Minneapolis, I just want to put my blinders on. I don't care. Like, there's nothing new ever happens through there. I just want to go. I just want to be there. So I hear you, man. I hear you. But guys, I'm gonna hop off here. My throat's getting a little sore. Appreciate everybody being channel members. Thanks everybody for being channel members. Thanks everybody for super chats. Tommy Cash with the super chat. I do appreciate it. Kelly Patterson, Sterling in the house. Freight trucking. You guys are awesome. Thanks for everything. Appreciate everybody else coming in. Gus in the house. East Texas Trucker. Hey, there's another one. Everybody go check out East Texas Trucker. Let me put a moderator on him real quick. Let me put a moderator on that guy so he can drop his link. Don Schlonger, appreciate you. Jeremy Griggs, Taylor Smith. God, I always say Taylor Swift. I wish Taylor Swift would come to my live feed, right? Sing me a song. Yeah, Big Dog Trucker 68, appreciate you. Harry Hustle, good luck with the CDL. Please stay in contact with us. Anthony Drummond, the man and the legend, Mr. Anthony Drummond. Dale, good to see Dale again. I ain't seen Dale in a minute, man. I like seeing people come back around after a little while. Jerome Jones says, sorry for being late. No worries, man. We're about to wrap it up, though, about an hour and 20 minutes in. Be safe, everyone. Cattle Hauling Backwoods says, hashtag damn it, boy. I like a hashtag damn it, boy. Shrek Jesus says, how did you find out you had diabetes? DOT physical, peed in a cup, had extremely high sugar in my urine. Like my kidneys and my pancreas was not producing enough insulin to convert the sugar to energy. It was going through my kidneys. And when you get a lot of sugar going through your kidneys and your filter organs, like your liver, it's really hard on them. And so they told me, they said, hey, you got like 5 times the amount of sugar in your pee that you should have. And I was like, okay, whatever, yeah, I smashed Little Debbie's like they're going out of style, you know what I mean? Like I had a 3-way with Sarah Lee and Little Debbie last night. What of it? And they were like, yeah, you need to go get that checked. So that's how that all came about. Went and got checked, had an A1C of 12.7, I think it was. Yeah, 12.7 A1C the first time. Ouch. But try to do better. We're trying to do better. Appreciate everybody coming by. Thanks again. Jelly Roll, what's up, Cash Money? We're wrapping up, brother. That's what's up. Sorry we're out on everybody. I am sorry, but I got to get to sleep. I got to get some sleep. Thanks, everybody. Check it out on the replay if you want. Stephen Davis, I see you there. Thanks for stopping by. Good night, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by.